Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford Focus ST line walk around video. And like always, before we get started, if you are enjoying our content, click on that subscribe button and you'll be seeing a lot more of me. So this here is a beautiful magnetic grey Ford Focus ST line estate MHEV. So MHEV is a mild hybrid electrical vehicle. So for you, the user, you simply jump in it and get some very good MPG out the back of it. And that is partly thanks to the 1 litre EcoBoost engine that in this instance produces 155 PS of power. That 155 PS of power is transmitted through the front wheels through a 6-speed manual gearbox. The Focus is registered on a 2023 registration, meaning we're going to be taking Ford warranty with us until April 2026. We have done just under 9,000 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact number once we're on the dash in a minute. So let me begin. So the first port of call on these videos, like always, is the near side front. And this is the stage where I present to you the beautiful, if I don't drop it, hold on, the beautiful remote central locking key in all of its glory. Clicking the unlock button in turn is going to wake up the daytime running lamps. So you are going to be seen with these daytime running lamps by every road user. So even on the brightest of summer's day or brightest of winter's day like today, they are still perfectly visible. A quick disclaimer is those daytime running lamps are not flashing in real life. That's just because the frequency in which my camera records at. But let me assure you, they are not flashing. So inside there are some beautiful even Ford LED headlights. And inside there are front fogs built into the main beam. We have front parking sensors and they trail all along that front lip of the bumper. That little dully bit underneath the number plate there is a front-facing radar responsible for some of the driver assistance pack, which I shall cover in its entirety once I get inside the vehicle. I'm just going to apologise in advance. It's a very windy day today. Well, it's actually only windy when I pick up the camera and start a walk around video. So any noise, I do apologise. I'm trying my best to shelter the microphone whilst showing you this beautiful Focus. Anyway, we come round to these beautiful 17-inch magnetic grey alloy wheels in like the Y-spoke design again, so you can see that. And they, being an ST line, we have the silver painted brake calipers there as well. The tyres fitted to this vehicle are the Continental Eco Contact 6 tyres as standard, so they're going to be a very efficient tyre, and as you can see for yourself, they're in fantastic condition. Drawing your attention up to the windscreen very quickly, because that there is a light sensor, so as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights will come on automatically. Further north there is 2 more sensors. The long one at the top is a traffic speed sign recognition camera, so as you go past a different speed sign that will be displayed on the dashboard. And to the left hand side of it is a rain sensor for the rain sensing wipers. Further north we have matte black painted roof rails, so if a roof box was your cup of tea, that is easily achievable on this Focus. Back down to the body of the vehicle now, and we're going to start to move ourselves around. I'm just going to lock the vehicle on the remote central locking and pop the key back in my pocket. We have 5 beautiful lines here, hold on, which signifies we have keyless entry. A tap behind the door handle will unlock the vehicle, whereas a tap on the door handle there will lock the vehicle once more. Please note we have power folding and heated door mirrors. Keyless entry will expire after about 20 seconds, so keep an eye out on their mirrors folding back in a minute. So we have an abundance of sunlight, as you can see for ourselves. I'm just going to lose the zoom again. So to aid that two-way colourway, so we've got the gloss black trims and we've got some beautiful rear privacy glass as well. And it really does make this vehicle look beautiful. So at this stage of the video, I take a step back on the offside rear. So I'm going to have to shelter you from the light and also shelter my mic from the wind. So if I drop the camera, that is why. Right, so we get nice and high. Just gently shimmy the camera down the near side, offside of the body, my apologies. And as you can see, all the body panels are spectacular. Now we can link that round now to the offside rear wheel and give you a good look at that. And again, we've got the matching Eco Contact 6 Continental tyre on the offside rear as well, and silver brake painted calipers. And here we go. So moving ourselves around the rear of the vehicle, we have rear parking sensors trailing along that bottom lip, which are complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera, which looks incredible on that Sync 4A module, and that is to come later on in the video. We're at the near side now, so we're going to give the near side the exact same treatment. So starting off nice and high, I'm just going to gently bring the camera down the near side of the vehicle. As you can see, we've got a bit more sunlight this side, like so. That all looks rather beautiful. So now we're at the near side rear, and how amazing does this magnetic grey colour look, dazzling away in the sunshine there. That is a beautiful metallic paint. So that is again the near side rear. Now we should follow the body all the way up to the near side front and have a good look at that alloy as well. And please note, keyless entry is not only on the driver's door, but it's on the passenger doors too. So if you're a passenger, you can still gain entry, not a problem. Now, the boot of this Focus is rather spectacular. So you can either double click the key to undo it, or we have the pressure pad just to the left of the camera. So this is a massive amount of space and volume. So whether it's suitcases, sports equipment, fishing equipment will go in here, not a problem. I'm a carp fisherman in my spare time. I reckon you get your barrow, your bed chair and everything like that in. If not, you get dogs in there, not a problem. I mean, you could probably even get a small bed in there, it's that long. So yeah, fantastic high volume rear boot space. I mean, if it's in the term of suitcases, you can get 1, 2, 3, I reckon you'd probably get 5 or 6 suitcases in there, not a problem. Maybe going on your staycation, as they used to call it throughout COVID. You're going to somewhere in this country and you've got a pack of your boot. This is perfect. We've got a few goodies in the back of this boot. Let's talk the tornado cover, which is retractable and clips into place like so, and once you're done with it, you just retract it back into place. If that's in your way, underneath this little hatch here, when you can pull it up and lock it into this position, as you see, we have a lovely little label here which suggests you can put your boots and wellies on this lovely little boot liner here. So if you were going exploring the world, you can pop your muddy wellies there and it's not going to make everything else filthy. Very good idea. And as well, if I can just pop this now in the upwards or retract position like so, it's very clever how that boot liner folds in half. It's a nice little divider as well. So I was going to take the divider out and move this lovely liner backwards, because underneath here is even space for a space saver spare wheel. So all the relevant tools and jacks can be found underneath the wheel itself. So yeah, what an amazing use of space. It's like a TARDIS. So let's just put the divider back in, like so, and we can pull the other one back over. A very nice construction. Doesn't finish there actually, because either side you've got these lovely little toggles, so you can clip your shopping bags on there, so you're not going to have all your shopping rolling around your boot. And equally we have these little levers, so we pull these ones down, then that folds down the rear seats into the 40-60 split. So where it is a long boot anyway, I mean, fold the seats down, you would definitely get a mattress in there, not a problem. I'm not suggesting you want to live in your car, but if you had to, you'd probably want to stay, for logical reasons. Right, so let's now get inside the vehicle. So now at the offside rear. So breaking down the door cards, we have this hard wearing, heavy duty plastic for children. I call this children proof. If they're gonna write on it or get sticky muddy fingers on there, just wipe it clean once again. So I'm gonna pop this seat back upwards before we talk about the seats. There we are. So on the seating, so we've got this beautiful ST line interior, and this is a cloth interior. So you've got the dark cloth at the top with a checkered pattern in the lower base and back section. For those of you carrying the smaller humans of the world, you may require ISO fixing seats. So you have one on the left hand rear and one again on the right hand rear. Once they've grown up and they've got iPads, iPods and everything else in between, they might need a power socket to charge them. Again, so down there is a 12 volt socket, and it's very easy to pop in an adapter. Then you've got USBs there as well. Oh, hold on. So this has the parking pack. Not only is this self-parking, which I shall come to in a minute, we have these beautifully engineered door edge guards. So watch with me as I shut this door. Look what happens. Oh, I just think that is a fantastic bit of spec, because obviously if you do have children or other people getting in and out your car, maybe it's yourself. If you're in a supermarket car park and you're whacking another door, it could potentially save you a nasty bill to repair someone's dent, but it's protecting your property as well. I mean, the house I live in, I bang my door every day on my house, which is rather annoying, and I've got no paint left on my door. So that will be a fantastic solution to stop that. Anyway, this is now the driver's door card again. We've got this lovely little carbon fibre, a little trim up there, following down to a fabric armrest, 4 window controls with your electric mirrors and your folding functions found in front. Spinning the camera around for the last time in this video, we have again a beautiful ST line interior, dark black cloth and a checkered pattern. You can see how supportive the lower back section is going to be, and these seats look good as new, to be honest with you. They're in marvellous condition. The left hand dial there is for rear tilt. We have a height adjustment, front tilt, and the forward and backwards is done on the conventional rail underneath. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle now. You may hear a little bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a moment. Okie dokie, thank you for your patience. Now back inside the Focus. So the first port of call is the mileage. So the exact mileage on this vehicle is 8,974.7. So to complement the keyless entry, down there is an engine start stop button. Foot on the clutch, one click of the button will gain us power to the vehicle. I had to turn off the radio quickly. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm actually going to just turn the vehicle around slightly. So obviously I am on private land. There's my lovely service advisor bringing me a lovely cup of coffee as well, so we'll thank her for that in just a second. But I'm just going to spin it around so we're not facing the sunshine. So to begin the tour inside, I'm going to navigate you around the dashboard. It's a lot easier doing it this way because I don't get the glaring sun, and makes our life a little bit easier. So on the dashboard, on the left hand side, we have an RPM times 1000 gauge. At the bottom there is an engine coolant temperature sensor and a fuel gauge. Furthest right there is a speedometer with miles per hour around the outside and kilometers an hour in the middle, so perfect if you're going over to the continent. In the middle we have this beautiful digital driver display, and I'm going to be controlling that using the return, OK up and down, and menu button on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So first off, this is your home page if you like. So if you expand that with your menu button, then you get into your auto stop start information, local hazard information, tyre pressures, and oil life and seatbelt warning sign as well. Coming out of there once more, we can come down into your first trip computer. So just as a reference, this vehicle has been averaging 48.6 miles per gallon over the last 8,966 miles. But again, it will do much better than that as well. We have a My View. So in My View, you can adjust what you'd like to see, whether it's a digital speedometer, the hybrid gauge, fuel economy, eco coach, calm screen. You've got tons of goodies you can look at. Coming down once more, this is where the driver assistance comes into its own. So when you set the cruise control, you see your set speed at the bottom, and on that little hole, that little gap down there at the bottom there, that is where the traffic speed sign will be displayed. Again, coming down to the next menu, we're into then navigation. So when you set the sync navigation up, you will see your directions appear in front of you. We also have your media page there, so you can see exactly what radio station you're on, and back down to phone connectivity, and then we're back at your home once more. Okay, I'm just going to pop my seat back so I can show you around the steering wheel a bit easier. Okay, so to the right hand side, again, there's all those menu buttons I was controlling the screen with. We have a voice command button, a pick up, decline, previous and next song function there as well. To the left hand side is where you'll find all of the cruise control buttons. So as you can see, it's a very ergonomic place to keep it, so just by your left hand thumb. Once you know what all the buttons do, you'll be flicking these around as second nature. So cruise control can really help with your fuel consumption. So if you are sitting on the motorway quite often, start using it. It will keep your revs at a constant rev range instead of you unnecessarily getting on and off the throttle, wasting fuel. So it will be fantastic for your MPG. Just below there we have a volume minus, a plus, and also a mute button. Moving across now into the middle part of this vehicle, I have these cup holders on my magnetic grey Ford Focus ST line, and that's one of my favourite bits. It sounds simple, but if you've got a can, clamp it in. You got a cup, clamp it in. If you've got two cups, one cup, big bottle, little bottle, it's not going to be falling over everywhere. Now this here is auto hold, so a bit like a temporary handbrake if you like, and this is an electronic handbrake. So you pull up to apply and push down to cancel. Although you don't have to push it down to cancel, because when you put it in drive gear and start to pull away, it will automatically self-cancel. Here is the controls for the 6-speed manual gearbox. I can speak for myself actually on this one. It is a fantastic gearbox. I very much enjoy driving with it. The 155 PS, it comes at a very low rev range, so these cars feel very responsive, and the gearbox is mightily fun to drive. So if you do enjoy driving, this manual gearbox is wonderful. So down here we are into the cubby hole section, so you've got somewhere to pop your phone. You have 2 USB ports, so the top one is a USB-C, about 5 amps of charging, and the bottom one is a USB-A. It delivers about 2.1 amps of charging. To the right hand side you'll find a 12-volt socket. So gone are the days of having physical buttons, of doing air conditioning and things like that. So we're now replaced with this lovely little cluster. So you have an on and off for the radio with a volume rocker around the outside. This here is a mode button to change the drive mode, which I shall come to in a second. We have a max demis function. That's a very handy button. This will turn off the automated stop start, and this is for the parking assistance. So without further ado, let's now draw your attention north up to this wonderful Sync 4A screen. So again, it's a lovely bit of software. I very much enjoyed getting used to it. I'm just going to set up my stand quickly so I'm not rocking the camera all over the place, so just bear with me. There we are. Okay. Whoa. There we are. Okay, sorry about that. Live video, guys, is mightily exciting. I'm just going to just maybe lose a bit of zoom as well so you can see the entirety. There we are. Okay, so the first thing to note is this Focus features dual zone air conditioning. So both sides of the cabin can be set to individual temperatures. So the first thing we have to do is pull up the menu, which is found at the bottom. This is where you'll find all the different flows of vents, whether it's the front demist, we have your front flows of vents, and also your feet. To the right hand side of the screen you can see your max air conditioning, max demist, and dual zone air conditioning. So at the bottom, you might see that will expire after a period. We have both temperature controls featured to the left and right hand side, so you can quickly adjust those accordingly. Then we have air conditioning, rear demist, we have front electronically front heated windscreen, that's to expand the menu, auto function, and recirculation found to the right hand side. So that's the heating, ventilation and air conditioning controls found at the bottom of the screen. Now we can look upwards to the rest of the screen, and this is effectively your home page. So as you can see, we have the navigation on the left, we have a quick toggle for the media, your phone connectivity, different settings, features and apps on the right hand side. So let's begin in navigation, and look how wonderful this navigation system is. So if you do have a smartphone, it works on a very similar principle. You pinch to zoom like so, and it's very easy to set up. So where to? For example, you'd like to come to Perkins to look at this wonderful Ford Focus. You shall need Charlie Mike 776 Sierra Alpha. Click the search box and it will navigate your route here in no time at all. So you can see how responsive that is and how easy it is to program. So I'm a big fan of that actually. I think that's a really nice feature. Back to the home page. Next we're going to take you into settings. In settings you have all these beautiful little tiles, and we do have some goodies on here as well. So we've got the Ford Assistant, so you can verbally speak to the vehicle and ask it to do a whole range of tasks for you. We have your software updates on there as well. And back to the screen, so I was going to just pop you into vehicle quickly, because in vehicle we've got things such as my key, we've got chimes, you've got your window settings, your auto wiper settings there for the rain sensing wipers, different lighting settings, lock settings and things such as that. Back to the home button, top right. Now we can click on features. In features, this is where the screen will be expanded into drive modes. Look how cool this looks. Then we have a normal, eco and sport drive mode. Clicking the home button once more, back to here. Then we can go to features once again, and this is where the driver assistance pack is housed. That includes goodies such as auto stop start, we've got your rolling start stop speed threshold, traction control, we've got a speed limiter. So I mentioned this earlier, so this can be used in accordance with the traffic speed signs. So pretty much as you drive past a differing speed sign, it will change your limiter in coordination to what it is reading. Fantastic if you drive a lot in towns and cities and things such as that. We've got a lane keeping system there as well, pre-collision assist, that will lessen the severity of an impact or completely avoid it altogether. Then we have traffic speed sign recognition and rear view camera. So that is what I shall leave you with. Worth noting, this screen is fully supportive of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so whichever software you have on your mobile telephone device, plug it in using a USB data cable or wirelessly connect it. So gone are the USBs. You can do either. You don't have to just use wireless, but you do have wireless CarPlay in here, and it is very cool, and I've very much enjoyed getting used to it. So if you'd like to see what that looks like, please refer to the other photographs and you'll see one there with Apple CarPlay. So I think I've covered everything. We're at 20 minutes, so I must have covered a lot. Thanks very much for watching this video. If you did have any further questions about this vehicle or any other vehicle here at Perkins Garages, please give us a call on 01376 550 899. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I shall be seeing you again soon.